Hi, it's Greg, the Fuji guy, reporting directly from the PMA show. I'm giving you your first look at our fantastic new HS10 long zoom camera. So let's go through the first look of this camera. If we look at the front of this camera, the most obvious and fantastic feature of this camera is its 30 times optical zoom lens. We have a range that goes from the equivalent of a 24mm lens all the way up to a 720mm lens. This is a manually zooming lens, so there's the lens collar for zooming right there, a nice smooth action. Obviously that's a triple image stabilized lens, so no need to worry about holding it steady. Underneath the flash unit here, there's two microphones because this camera actually has stereo sound. So besides having HD movie, it also has stereo sound. That's pretty much for the front of the camera. The top of the camera, we have the button for the flash right there that pops it up. You can shoot with or without flash, obviously. Again, looking on the top of the camera, you've got your on-off switch. We've got our exposure control, our continuous shooting mode button. This is the quick release button for many functions. You will turn that dial. This is your mode dial. Almost like a digital SLR camera, you've pretty much got all the shooting modes that you have offered on a digital SLR and then some because of this unique technology on this new CMOS camera. The camera's got a standard hot shoe, so you can use any flash that you might have and to supplement the built-in flash. Also on the top or towards the top is a diopter control. So if you do wear eyeglasses, you can actually dial your prescription into here and you don't need to use your eyeglasses. Again, on the top of this camera we have two lugs here for the strap. There's a nice strap included in this camera, and make sure you use it as well as using a case. Okay, so let's flip it around to the back. We'll look at the back of the camera. You've got many of the functions and controls and quick access to anywhere from autofocus systems to ISO settings and automatic exposure lock, things like that, and white balance functions. There's a fantastic 3-inch tilting LCD screen, so not only can I shoot from above, but I can shoot from below as well. And again, that's a 3-inch LCD screen. There's a very cool feature on this camera when I turn on the viewfinder, I've got the viewfinder here, the LCD, but as soon as I put my eye to there, there's a sensor, and you'll see that it now switches to the eye finder. So it's done automatically. You don't have to figure out where that button is when you want to switch back and forth. We also have the electronic viewfinder switch manually as well. So if you do want to switch it manually, you've got that option. So right down here we've got the auto exposure lock, the auto focus lock, the standard controls that you have on any Fuji digital camera, the macro, the flash control buttons, the self timer, the playback button, and of course the display button, which holds many functions into it as well. Just a couple notes of mention is that this camera obviously has the EXR sensor and has the auto intelligent scene recognition, so many of the things, if you have this camera set on automatic, you don't have to worry about a lot of those buttons. So let's just look at one side of the camera. Basically there's nothing on one side of the camera. On the other side of the camera, if you lift over this, you can see you've got your port for a USB as well as an HDMI cable. Again, this camera shoots full HD 1080p video, so having the HDMI cable is easy accessible for playing it back on your HD television at home. Flipping it right down to the bottom now, basically you've got a good solid metal tripod socket there, so again with a 30 times zoom, probably going to be using a tripod every once in a while. And love it or hate it, we've got the batteries are 4 AA's. We decided to put AA batteries in this for basically the quality of rechargeable AA batteries is very good these days, and the accessibility to standard AA format. So basically there it is. That's your first look of our fantastic new HS10 camera. Next video I'm going to go through some of the advanced features of this highly advanced camera. Thank you.